Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girl, my T, Callie, and Joy. We are here to do the final part of Potomac's reunion featuring Nicki Minaj. I'm going to play our intro and then we can get into it.
Boy, I swear I'm over you. Pick my heels 3 times, I'm right back home. Bring it back to you so you can put it down. What you got, you make me drive back. Hit it when we come in contact. But see you, I'm turning right back. Pumping brakes is not compliant. Boy, you know you make me come back. Come back. No other dude can do it like that. Like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Even when I catch an attitude, boy, all I do is drive back home to you. Even when it's tragic, I busted you right up in traffic. Nothing can break my love.
All right, all right. How is everyone?
Good.
Have a
Is
good
that
day
glitchy
today?
for y'all? It's
Welcome
always
home.
glitchy. Was that glitchy for y'all, the intro?
Not for me.
Okay, maybe it's just
Hey,
this end.
Velma. Yeah, Candice sounded good, didn't she? So, hopefully some more people will get on here. We're gonna talk about the reunion. So I guess we'll do on us. Hold on, we got some. Let me see who's on. Hi, Toria. How are you, Toria? You doing good? Anyway, so we're gonna talk about the reunion. If you have some questions that you want us to ask, just put them in the comments. I'll put them up. Nikki hosted it, so let's do on a scale of 1 to 10. How did you think the reunion was? The last part, 10 being the best. You go. You want to go first, Callie?
5.
Order 5. Okay. People who are watching, you can do it too. Joy, what about you?
About the same.
About a 5. Joy, love the hair. I have to send you a pic of my natural hair. Look, I guess I should put it on the screen. Sorry, y'all. I'm out of my thing today. Okay, Tori gave it a 5. Velma, what about you? She said exactly. So I guess that's a 5 too. I thought it was like a 7. I was laughing the whole time, but y'all know I'm goofy anyway. So anyway, let me look at my notes and see where we're gonna go on here. Where are my notes, y'all? I'm tired. Come on. They're not coming up, y'all. Here we go. So it's starting off with kind of the preview that we've been showing all over about her going at Ashley first. Nicki went at Ashley first. What do you think about her saying that Ashley had no storyline? We kind of hinted towards that.
I literally
Yeah.
thought that that's why Gizelle went and got her to include her in that, because Gizelle could have did that herself. I thought she was trying to include her because she was so far along when the season began. And I think Candice kind of verified that she had that baby 3 weeks in.
Yeah. She had just
So
dropped that dang baby.
so we knew she dropped it, but I didn't realize it was that close into the season. So I thought that was because I thought Karen did a good job with that, and Gizelle. They both tried to include her in scenes because we all know that they only get paid for an episode.
Right, because Karen went to the house to see the baby. Gizelle met with her like twice. And then the big bang, I guess, of it all at the house. Where I forget where they were. But so Latoria said, I said I wasn't going to watch it, but I did have to say she did all of them equally, in my opinion, for what was shown. I feel like she was easier on Karen. And I feel like everybody else was semi sort of even. It is the fact, and Candice said it well. Joy said, yeah. So I feel like she was equal on everyone. I feel like they handled it well. How do you think the ladies handled it with her questioning?
Goofy. Some of them was goofy.
You think they were goofy?
I think Candice probably came back more of herself. Well, Candice and Gizelle.
I feel like
Gizelle
Gizelle
explains herself, and there must have been cuts, a lot of stuff cut. If you take Karen for her word, because first thing she said, I don't know if y'all heard it, when they called rap was, "Oh, you so into Gizelle."
Yeah, I'm so happy.
And I was like, it looked like they was having a conversation.
Gizelle at the end was like, "I'm gonna DM you." She was like, "DM me." Like they, I think Karen, anytime anybody says something bad about Gizelle, she gets excited. So it felt like, because she did say, "Do you feel like you still look the same?" I guess I'll go in order. And then she's like, "Are you questioning my beauty?" I feel like she handled that very well. Mm-hmm. So I heard it was, hold on. I heard it was a lot of stuff cut because they said it was an hour of time. Yeah, Nicki did do a tweet. She said that Wendy cut her off at one point. She said she did tear into Mia. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I did see Mia. Yeah. Mia is so confusing. Like, I don't know if she was tripping off that tweet, because she also tweeted something like Robyn, which was like a shout out to them. Nice. Like Robyn and Mia are like the girls that hype you up, that keeps the mess going. In a weird way, it was complimentary.
But they didn't like it.
But she didn't like it.
I mean, Mia said, "I don't like you being mean," or something.
Yeah, we can go find it real quick. Cackling women or something. She said mean. I don't know exactly what she said, but
that's me sending out stuff.
I don't think she was trying to be mean. I don't
either.
I don't think she was.
I don't even think she was hard on Mia, but maybe she was, and we just didn't see it.
The person who I thought took it the worst was Wendy.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna talk about that. I felt okay. Anyway, so did you? Okay, so she said that she could tell, Nicki is she, when I say she, that Juan and Robyn had sexual energy. Did anybody see this?
I think this is just my opinion. What she was picking up on was Juan is scrumptious this season. That's what I thought.
Juan was sexy, so she was picking up.
And I think, but when they went out, Robyn knows how to gather herself. Yeah. Even when he was going out and he was telling her, I think it was what he's perceiving as laziness, was unattractive. She looked nice. She pulls herself together. I was in a group with somebody. I don't know how true this is, but this lady said that of Robyn, she was Robyn's neighbor. She said, I'm just telling you what she said.
Okay.
She said she was Robyn's neighbor. And that Robyn is so cool. She said she goes to all the boys, everything.
She does.
She is at everything.
Robyn travels on the road with
yeah, she said that she said, she's met some of the other people, but she said Robyn is the coolest one, that, like, by far. And she just had a lot of complimentary things, but she said that they were neighbors.
But I mean, Robyn, even on their show, if you all listen to Reasonably Shady, which is doing great, they just had, like, I can't remember, over 1 million downloads. Like, they have a very big following. They're so down to earth, her and Gizelle on there. They're nothing like that.
Well, we know Wendy is a follower because she got that little tidbit of gossip of her having the tummy tuck. Gizelle said that on the show.
But she had it after she had the twins. How old are they? Like 14, 15?
Yeah, and she knows it because she talked about why she had it. So it was just like, so Wendy must be a fan. Because she just put that out. I can't remember what number it was, but I had just heard it because I don't think I'm listening to them in order.
Yeah, you probably are listening to them in order.
I don't think I'm listening because it's set up a little different on where you... they don't upload all of them on YouTube.
I listen to them on Spotify.
Yeah, I can't remember what I'm getting it on because you can get it a whole bunch of ways, and however I'm getting it online, because I listen to 2 podcasts, they're just coming in random, and I could tell one of them was out of order because of something she said about the time of the year, and I remember thinking, oh, this must be old. This must be an early one.
I'm gonna tell y'all whose podcast is good, which we're good enough subject. Garcelle. She don't do it anymore. It's called Going to Bed with Garcelle. You don't listen with your kids around. but it's good.
Really?
Oh my!
Is she got a potty mouth? Garcelle?
It's y'all.
She tries not to do. Yeah, okay.
She is not the girl. You got to listen to her. That doesn't mean she is a follower. Karen could have told Wendy that, or a fan, but Wendy was weird to me. That when Nicki was questioned, yeah, she was weird. I'm gonna get to that. Spotify is great to listen to it. It's really good. Okay, let me go to my next note so we can stay in order, y'all. I want to get back onto the sexual tension. I was like, where did you see that? Because he told her she was lazy and she was not. It was unattractive. So where did she see this sexual tension?
I think because
Callie. I'm sorry, Callie. She been waiting. I'm gonna put Callie back in the middle. So when I done erased all y'all. Sorry. You back, Joy? I done took Joy. Where you? Joy, there you go. I done took all y'all out. Sorry, y'all.
I didn't see any chemistry with them either. I don't know why Nicki said that.
Yeah. So do you listen to Garcelle's? It's good. She stopped it though. She's done. But y'all, and she did it for like 2 years, so it's a lot of them. So she talked about Robyn following Gizelle. Nicki did, and do you all believe Robyn's thing, which was like, are we mad at Ashley? She was saying we as a collective group, should we be mad that Ashley busted up the spot or not?
I don't know. Robyn was pissy drunk.
She was so damn drunk.
They said everybody was drunk that night except Ashley and Karen.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Because Karen won't get drunk anymore with them.
Which is good. Well, it's bad for us.
Well, not for us.
Yeah, you're right.
I want to see. She was so drunk. So I'm sitting here like, I don't think she even knew what was going on. Gizelle was eating her ribs or whatever, so she didn't seem too bothered. So I don't know. I don't feel like Robyn is any more of a follower than Wendy.
I know she's
Candice
not. If anything, she kind of settles the situation. She is the reasonable person in that relationship. If anything, she guides her better. I mean, I never have understood that. I think a lot of that is my opinion. A lot of people feel like they want to see them fight.
They do.
Because they're not used to seeing strong friendships, relationships on reality TV. And they want them to turn against one another.
I have said that.
It's unfortunate that a lot of us don't know what it's like to have a 10 toes to the floor of friend. I got two.
Like, you must not have real friends sometimes when people say stuff.
Yeah, I got two.
So do y'all think Wendy and Candice are real friends now? And do you think they'll get into it if they both stay on the show?
I don't think I think they're friends of convenience.
You do? Okay.
What do you think?
They seem like real friends.
Yeah, they
but you think they go at each other's house and hang out? Yeah, I really feel like that.
Well, if they don't, I think it's because they live so far away. Because didn't they say
Wendy does live like really far.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got some comments.
I don't really know. I mean, I don't really know. I know one thing is for sure, they have an alliance.
Wendy and Karen? Wendy and Candice now?
So I don't know whether or not it's friends, because come to think of it, I don't see Wendy and her hang out.
I don't.
I do see Candice hang out with everybody else, though.
I see her with Gizelle. I even see Candice with Ashley more than Wendy. So I was sitting here like, I don't know. So Nicki read too much into that, but Robyn is a follower. That's what friends do. They have each other's back. That's something I admire about them. I don't think she's a follower. I think she's just a
I don't either. Yeah.
Let me see what other comments we have. Hold on. Karen doesn't want to get caught talking about race eggplant again. That's why she doesn't get drunk. Or she needs to go wash herself. She don't want to say that no more. Wendy's not a friend with anyone. They say that about Karen, actually.
Karen don't even try. Yeah, I don't know if y'all hit that tidbit of when she was drunk. I don't want to talk to you twitches, not doing filming. I don't know if y'all caught that.
She does. Yeah. Did you see that where she said, I don't want to be with y'all and we ain't filming? If we ain't filming, Karen said that. She only wants to be with them when they're filming. So I think Gator, what happened was they played a game. They didn't show it. And that's how people got their rooms.
She said they did play a game.
Yeah, they played a game. Bravo didn't show it. But that's why Wendy was in the cottage. And the cottage to me was nicer than the house Wendy got in her little trip. We ain't gonna talk about that right now.
I don't know why you keep saying that, but okay. You keep saying that.
The cottage was nicer than that house.
I don't know.
Nikki was mean with her own issues. You thought Nikki was mean, Carla?
The cottage was nicer than.
Go ahead, Cam.
The cottage was nicer than which house?
The one that Wendy got for her for them on that trip.
1000% agree.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant nicer than the house that the other girls was staying.
Oh no, then the house from Wendy's trip.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
yeah.
the cottage, okay. I was like, I know y'all have to think that cottage was better.
Yeah, because that house, was.
Monique's cottage house that Gizelle and Robyn stayed in was nicer than that house that Wendy got. Okay. Yeah. I think they have an alliance, but I think Candice wants so bad to be with the Green Eye Bandits and Ashley.
They all do.
Wendy is too much.
But they all do. Now, I do have a prediction for next season, though.
Okay, hold on, Gator. Wait a minute. Wendy said her cottage issue with Candice. If she take that to the next season, this heifer needs to go. That is not an issue. What's your prediction? Go ahead.
I think Wendy is going to try strongly to pull Ashley into their fold. Ashley is a very reasonable thinker, in my opinion. I think that she's going to try to, because I think this makeup is a little calculating
between Candice and Ashley. Okay.
Well, I feel like Ashley, to try to cultivate the relationship, is going to possibly be walking away from Gizelle and Robyn.
Who, Ashley? I don't think that's gonna ever happen.
Okay.
They love each other. They hang around each other all the time. You think it's for the show's sake?
I don't know.
They are always together. Even when they was talking about who's gonna sleep together, it was Gizelle, Robyn, and Ashley. And then Candice tried to throw herself. Yeah, they are. It could happen. I mean, anything for the show. I don't think Nicki should have asked the three ladies about what they saw. Why not? People say all the time in the groups.
That's actually a legitimate question.
Yeah.
I agree that it ain't necessarily none of our business.
Right.
But I think it's a legitimate question because there are three ladies that but who's gonna answer it and say, nah, I wouldn't have been with him if he had no money.
But Karen did say that. She said, I'm not messing with no broke man.
Right.
And Ashley kind of said that too. She said, but then I found him witty and funny. Mia, I think, was the only one who said, no, Mia said she didn't like him at first, remember? In one of her interviews. I think they were very honest about that. And their husbands know.
I mean, let's be honest.
Right.
If they weren't rich, do you think they could pull the women that they pull?
Yeah.
I mean, it goes on both ends.
Right.
They couldn't pull, if they was Joe Black and a painter.
Right.
They not picking up a certain woman. I'm not saying that they got to be with a dog-faced girl. No.
Oh.
But they wouldn't pull.
Not a dog face.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying because you're not, you may not be unattractive. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Attractiveness comes in at all levels.
Because some people, that's true, because some people think are very attractive, I don't. But then some people I think are attractive, people are like, really?
I don't get the Idris Elba thing. I just don't. He's definitely not ugly. I would never say he was ugly.
Yeah.
I don't get the, oh my God, he's so, I don't
get
he's
not, yeah.
I didn't get Denzel Washington either.
I don't get Denzel. Now,
I was about in my mid-40s and a clip of Malcolm X came out and I was like, oh. Okay.
But that's not right. Dog face. Look,
the first time I saw Malcolm X, I was.
Oh, 20. Joy gonna be mad at this one.
I don't get the Martell thing.
That's Joy's book. Okay.
No, it's not.
I don't believe that, Joy.
Right.
I mean,
okay, Joy.
Martell, he's a baby. I don't see him in that particular regard. I really don't. He's a baby. I see him. My affinities for him is no different it would be for my baby brother. I really do have a soft spot for boys.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to do him if that's what you mean.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
No, I'm not attracted to him that way. He's definitely I think he's nice looking. His body is.
Yeah, his body is nice. I'm gonna show him. Well, I guess I could show him in here.
I don't get it. I'm
gonna show y'all this one thing. You'll get it, ladies. All right, let's get back to Potomac. Okay.
He just looks really cheesy. You know, I think Martell is really good looking. Those pictures, they look cheesy.
They do.
Like they stopped at the Dollar General, picked up those aprons.
No, will you send me the inside?
Took off the shirt.
No, I was wondering did they have a back?
Oh, we got some comments, y'all. I'm sorry.
Do they have the back where they have
Denzel was great as Malcolm X. Ooh.
Yeah, he did. He looked good. I was an adult. But I didn't get it.
Velma liked that picture. Now he look like a reptile with his elf ears.
He do got some big ears.
Y'all ain't right.
Does he have elf ears?
But so does Will Smith. Now he was my heart. Like I have been obsessed with that man since I was 12.
What?
Will Smith was Martell seemed short to me.
So let's get into okay, so they talked about the invitation to Reasonably Shady party. And I really was like, I think Nicki been watching our show. Because a lot of the stuff we said, one of us at least, she was kind of saying. But the invitation, when they showed back the clip, I didn't realize how everyone was laughing at people coming at them. Like they even talked about Karen. Who calls you when you drunk? That was a dig at Karen. She laughed it off. They did the dig about when it could have been too soon about Wendy, if your husband thing. She lost her mind. No, the shady or hater invitation. And she was like, if you're not a hater, why you get mad if it's not for you? Did y'all think that was valid or no?
I thought it was very valid. I mean, it was about how you were feeling. That's why I always, when you're reading text,
right?
Whenever you're reading text, there's text messages, stuff on the computer. A lot of how we're reading it is a reflection of us.
It's your
not
voice.
The writer, the reader.
It's the voice you're reading it in. It's your internal voice.
So when Wendy was reading it and was focused in on hater, that's because that's the space that she was in.
She was in a hater space?
Yeah, because, I mean, and she even acknowledged that this is a business venture. This could be a business venture. She even acknowledged it.
She picked it up when nobody else did. She said, I think we're going into business together.
Yeah, so it's just like, and it was.
So then they talked about the gay thing with Gizelle and Robyn. Did y'all think that was too far? Or do you think that was being funny? Because people do say that they think that they're a couple.
That's the stupidest thing I've just ever heard. And I thought
really is.
It's stupid. And I think Nicki handled it well. Because what you don't see, and that's a real conversation, is if this man said it, we already know. Everybody said, if you go back to season, that was 3, I believe. It was literally the very first episode because the party happened. It must have been like the first day of taping. Everybody was pissy drunk. Robyn said she thought she was so drunk, somebody had to carry her to the car.
What?
They were drunk. Everybody was drunk. Because just to put it in perspective, remember them in the kitchen the day of the knife incident? Chris was saying, I don't remember hearing D. I heard sausage.
Yes.
So all of them was there, heard something, but kind of heard it differently.
I remember that. Everybody had a different.
Chris said, I don't remember that. I remember them saying about a sausage.
But they were so drunk.
So, I mean, I just don't understand. But I will say that it takes a big man that's very confident in himself, especially with so much homophobia, that Juan is just like, whatever, man. let's just cough it up as you was drunk or you didn't
was drunk. I'm not worried about it.
Right.
All right. So what about? I'm not talking about the gay thing with Gizelle.
Wendy, I like that.
I'm talking about the gay thing with Gizelle and Robyn, not Michael and Juan. Oh, you froze. Hold on. I have a best friend. We are good like them. So Callie, are you there? You're on mute, so I can't. Did everybody freeze up but me? Is anybody there? Can y'all chat on the chat, people? Okay, so Latoria's there. Ashley lied and said Michael didn't say it last year, but there's Callie. But do I need a different one on, Callie, or is that one okay?
That's fine.
Joy is frozen. I don't know. Can you message her and tell her she's frozen? But admit he did say it last year. Okay. So y'all are talking about two different things, but we'll talk about Juan and Michael right now. She did switch up her story, right? Because Ashley and Michael both said that he didn't say that. Oh, Joy's probably gonna come out. Do you believe Michael said it? Oh, let me put our thing up, y'all. Chat. Hold on. Don't answer that yet. Okay, I'm ready now. We're bad. Callie, do you believe Michael said that he wanted to do that to Juan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think Michael is attracted to Juan? Who thinks Michael's attracted to Juan? Oh, he said it. It's a little delay, so they'll be later. Do any of y'all think that Michael's attracted to Juan? Oh.
Well, I think if Juan was that way, that Michael wouldn't say no.
So do you think they bring more than women in? Because they admit to women. Do you think that?
No.
Okay. So you think he does that dolo?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, T said we all attracted to Juan.
Exactly, T. We are. Can't help it.
I like me some Juan. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Michael is kind of, well, okay. You talking about Michael. Now I want to talk about Gizelle and Robyn. So people are saying that they have a girl on girl kind of relationship.
That is so crazy.
I think that is the craziest thing in the world.
People get stuck on those stories that have been going on for years and they just don't want to let it go. There's nothing about them that's doing anything together. Okay.
They don't even give me that vibe that they think each other is even sexually attractive. I mean, I think that they think they're both look alike, so they think they're both pretty because they feel like they look alike.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. You think that they bring in both? Yes, Juan is cute.
He's
okay, nobody believes it. I think so too. They are just really besties. And I mean, I've slept in a twin bed. I mean, not twin, queen bed with one of my, not a twin now. We too old now. With one of my friends before, and we didn't spoon or nothing. Like, I think that's normal. What else do I have? So we're getting to where she talks about Gizelle. So do you think that, the people are here. Who do you think Nicki was the hardest on? And on a scale, thank you, baby. On a scale of 1 to 10, here's Joy. How do you feel the reunion was? The people who are just coming. Okay, yes, Latoria, I was wrong. Not the twin. We're talking about Gizelle and Robyn. Nicki asked them, because Joy's back, about them sleeping in a bed together.
That's stupid.
Yeah. And I think Nicki felt like it was stupid too. I don't think she believed that it was true. But I think she brought it up because it was people saying it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that she believed that they were. What do you think about Candice wanting to be in the thing with them, even with Ashley? Remember, they was like, well, if you would sleep with someone, who would it be?
Well, it was a high dollar amount they were talking about, so I get it.
It was 50 million, or it was.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
Go ahead and dive in if I get a cut.
You could. Who would dive in for 50 million? I don't know if I would.
As long as there's condoms and dental dams and everything possible for 50 million, it's just a thought. Why not?
Yes, he said she wasn't watching it. It wasn't as bad as people thought. Thank you, baby. I don't think she was that hard on them. Candice wants to be with that girl.
Victoria?
Hold on. T said she didn't watch it, but Latoya ended up watching. They both said they wouldn't. So do people? Velma says she's gonna pass. So do y'all really think Candice wants to be with the group? Did y'all watch her last live?
I don't necessarily think you talking about the Green Eye Bandits
and Ashley,
like sexually.
No, this friendship group. Friendship group.
Oh,
where's my strawberry?
I don't really know if I think she's already there. I just think that there may have been some tension because of Ashley.
Latoya said yes.
Now that is possibly settled, maybe, you don't have to pick and choose who you're going to invite. You understand what I'm saying?
So you think are they going to be frenemies like Karen and Gizelle, you think?
No, I think they're going to get past whatever it is that they're going to get past. I think they possibly passed it up because something happened in New York. And you may not.
Go ahead.
You may not. I think Candice said something like she may be able to forgive, but she can't forget or something.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's always in the back of your mind. That's fine. But I don't think every time you sit down and have a meal or have an event, those two should be arguing. Because it's not fun.
It's not, and I think her sitting there kind of talking, I think Candice is great because she sits and she talks about how she feels. And I think she realized at that moment that's what she was holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
Candice was also very mama bear for some of them. She kept trying to defend Ashley. She tried to defend Gizelle.
She tried to defend Gizelle.
Yeah, I thought that was good for some people to see.
Because Candice does care about people, and she will take up for people. So you think Candice enjoys Gizelle friendship, but she doesn't want to be in the clique with them.
When Candice, a lot of people was getting on her for defending Ashley. She tweeted, right is right and something is something. I'm going to fight for what's right or something.
Right.
Because apparently a lot of people were kind of coming down on her because she did defend Ashley, which I think is really, this alliances that people form in their head is it's kind of weird to me.
It's like they don't. Go ahead.
I don't like people. It's just like I go into a season fresh.
Yes,
I think about Potomac in season 5. I went in really liking Monique. Couldn't stand Candice. Couldn't stand her. By the end of season 5, I was crazy about Candice and couldn't stand Monique. Come into this season, I can't stand Candice. When I walk into a season, it's a clean slate.
Okay.
You have to do something that season to make me feel some type of way.
So Gator says Ashley's closer to the Green Eye Bandits. I believe that too. Did you hear Joy's prediction? Who believes this? They use Candice to get Monique off. They really don't care for Candice. I don't think that's true.
Well, Monique said they invited her back and she turned them down.
But she said that the other women used Candice to get Monique off. How did they do that?
No, I don't think so either.
Nobody could have predicted that fight. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I'm going to tell y'all something. The person who has the biggest comeback and who continues on, most of the time, they have the softest heart. And they're the biggest crybabies. Candice has proven that. Like, you keep going in, but you're really one of them. I have a friend like her.
Well, that's why she goes in. She's very protective of others as well as her own feelings. A lot like me.
Yes, and that's true too. Like, we can together when we're here, I can talk about you. And people are like that with their family. Like, I can talk about my family, but you better not talk about my family. So that makes sense too.
And I've seen that from a lot. I don't think I've seen that from Karen ever though.
Yeah, right. I agree with that too. They didn't know they was gonna fight. They never in a million years thought a fight was gonna happen for their show. No. Okay, the fans of this particular show, opinions are strong. I see how the cast feed off of that. I hope they stop allowing fans to dictate. They do it on a lot of shows. Girls Trip talk about that Kenyan cow. They did. They peg you as this one thing. And no matter what you do, you are that thing forever. Everybody else around you can do the same things you do, and it's forgiven. But once you are the villain, that's what you're going to be. It's hard to turn that around.
But yeah, I agree. But you, in my opinion, you have to be, and I guess I'm not on a reality show. It's easier said than done. But I would imagine you have to be cautious and conscious of that while you're filming. Because just like Kenya and Kyle were talking, not Kyle, it was the lady from New York, the tall, slender lady, Luann, that was talking about it. Kenya, as soon as the opportunity for her to be a big girl and turn the situation away, she does something like grab Ramona. And Ramona was tripping. Oh, you have to decide as a person, am I going to continue to feed into the stereotype? Kenya continues to feed into the stereotype.
Well, she apologized.
But
she did. That could, I mean, I feel like when she apologized and said, I've never even done this on my season, Ramona will take you there. Because she got away with it so long on her season. She feels like she can come on here and do it to them. They've had enough. And I feel like it's crazy because people thought it was great when Monique fought Candice. So black on black fights are fine. But when Kenya just tells this lady, you gonna respect me. It's a little white lady and everybody's crying about it. Yeah, I don't understand that.
And you can't put your hands on somebody. Right. Like, I mean, even if it was just a little tug, a little pull or whatever, you know, the reality is Ramona would have had every right to slap the face out of her.
He would. And I agree with that. But I mean,
and it would have been a whole thing.
But you keep the same feelings about it. People. And when Teresa pushed Andy and flipped that damn table, people thought that was great. Keep that same feeling about it. She had a moment where she was pissed. She pushed the man who runs the show. Nope, everybody think that's okay.
He jumped in her face, though. She just pushed him down. He went in the chair.
That's an excuse. That's not. All right, so let's keep going. So do y'all think that is what Wendy was doing this season? What do you mean? Oh, no, she got some more. Feeding off of what fans. Yes, I have said this, and I'm off camera because I got some French fries and I want to eat in front of y'all. But anyway, feeding off what fans were saying about her, Wendy changed everything people talked about. She changed her Jermaine Jackson sideburns. She changed her butt, got a new one. She got new boobs because people talked about her body. She done lightened her skin because people talked about her skin. Yeah. And she don't talk about the 4 degrees anymore because they talked about her education.
Did you say she kind of dumbed down herself?
She dumbed herself down for people.
Did you say she lightened her skin?
Well, she's lightening her skin from her neck. It's not the same color.
I don't know if she's lightening her skin or just wearing pounds of makeup.
That's what I mean. She's making her skin lighter. Not that she's bleaching. Yeah. But she's making her skin lighter.
And she's definitely doing that highlight stuff and that brownness, the light around the eyes. But it's crazy because if you look at the pictures that even that she released today, you know, her and her daughter were like the same color with that makeup on. She certainly isn't.
I agree with this, T. Kenya does. She has taken that villain role on, and it's making her some money.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wendy's just trying too hard to fit in somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish with this. Where was I at? Oh, so I want to talk about this too. So we're still on Gizelle. When she talked about everybody's husbands taking care of them, you see she didn't mention Gizelle. Gizelle did not get with Jamal when he had money. That's a misconception that's in a lot of the groups. They always include her and don't include Karen. And I'm like, no, Karen was the one who married a rich man, not Gizelle. But why do you think Karen keeps getting out of stuff? Like, she gets to talk as mean as Candice. They say nothing. She gets to talk about people's body parts. People laugh it off.
Yeah.
Why does she get it easier?
I think because her only focus is Gizelle. It ain't no people's. It's just Gizelle. It ain't no people.
Well, I'm trying.
She gets away with it because it's just Gizelle that she's going at?
Pretty much. Now, she did go after, well, I ain't gonna say she went after, but she'll make a comment here or there about Candice like she did at the reunion.
She will.
Where she told her that, people are gonna drown you out type thing. But all throughout the entire season, I don't remember her having anything negative to say but about Gizelle and Robyn. That's her target. Mm-hmm. If it's those two as her target, she's good. There's no way you're going to tell me that Karen wasn't biting her tongue when Wendy went over there to ask her for business advice. Like, it was ridiculous. It was corny. Or the fact that when all of them went over there with high heels on and stuffed 10 book bags.
I know, 10. Okay, so I have a few things I want y'all to look at. So T said Karen plays the elder role, the nonsensical shade.
And nobody takes her seriously.
Her because they feel like she's old?
Yes, and nobody takes her seriously. Remember, I used to say
that.
Yeah, nobody takes that. It's just like nobody even believes the shade she put out there. People will laugh at it and say, "Oh, she read Gizelle for Phil," but nobody takes what she says seriously.
So it's okay.
If they do, it don't last more than a week.
But I still don't see how she gets away with it. I just don't understand that.
I don't know why that would.
She's worse than Candice.
I don't know why people would excuse her because it's just Gizelle.
Because they don't like Gizelle. Some people love to hate Gizelle, and they get pleasure out of people saying bad things to her.
That's it. And Robyn,
I don't think it's fair. And I feel like people who like Candice should be mad because Karen gets away with it. That should be your argument. But they don't ever mention her. Even when Nicki talked about Gizelle saying something about Karen's age, she didn't say nothing about Karen fixated on Gizelle's vagina. That was worse.
That was sick.
So this is, do you believe this, Callie? Karen says it with humor. Candice says stuff with vitriol. Do y'all believe
I agree with that.
Okay, just think about the first episode.
I don't agree with that.
I'm eating too. I'm sorry.
Your broken down war from Hampton University was not with humor. But go ahead, Callie.
The first episode when Karen was talking, and she got to calling Gizelle a drunk, the STD, and all that stuff. There was nothing humorous in the way she was going at Gizelle at all. So
I guess I take it humorous because she said everything wrong. There is no such thing as a hot box. It's burnt box.
All right.
She said that she went to Sing Sing. Sing Sing is a prison for the millionth time. It is not a mental institution.
Right.
To call somebody a broken blank from Hampton, that girl ain't been there. If she was, that I know. If I've been out of college for 30 years, I know she been out for 35.
Right.
So I mean, even if what she said, it's just old and nobody takes her seriously.
I agree they don't take her seriously, but I don't agree with it not being with humor. I don't think it's humorous.
People find it humorous because it's about Gizelle.
So if they say something in confession, it's fair game. Why do you feel that way, Latoria? Let's see. Hold on. Why is my mouse not working now? Maybe Karen. My mouse is really not working. Joe, can you do the comments? Here we go. Maybe Karen is jealous. I wouldn't trust her. That's because they know Karen is a liar. Now, we've always said that. That Karen is a liar. Yeah.
This is the first season at a reunion where her truth wasn't questioned. That we saw. I mean, go back to watch the reunions. Every year, there was like, but Karen, that's not what she said. That's not, something Karen did say that I thought was jacked up. She shouldn't have said, even if it was true. Where she said that her daughter hated Gizelle.
Right.
Even if that was true, I would have never said that to another person, especially on national TV. I just wouldn't have done that, even if that's true. So now you got this girl. So now Gizelle is going to say hi and keep it moving. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel some type of way. And it was ridiculous on its face because the comment that Ray said to her, like, Gizelle could have really came at that dude. Like, it could have.
Nicki brought that up.
You want to talk about a misogynist? That's misogyny.
So she's saying because Karen doesn't keep going. I've always said if Candice stopped, it would be better.
Yeah, right. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't. And it stops there. You're correct. Yeah. And Gizelle, most of the time, don't even respond.
And that's why it ends like it is, because Gizelle just sit there and be like, okay, Karen. And that's what she says. Whenever Karen's lying,
one time she said, what the hell is a sing-sing? That's what after all of that she said. Gizelle sat at the table and said, what the hell is
Karen's daughter was 25 years old. If she didn't understand what Gizelle meant, like everybody else in the world did, then the education system messed her up. Like it did her a disservice.
Right.
She did not go to the good schools in Potomac. If she thought that's what she meant at the age that she was. Karen brought up something from 15 seasons ago to try to have a beef. And if people do not see that, I don't understand. That girl did not care. Her son was older than her daughter.
And y'all keep forgetting that Gizelle didn't even say anything to Ray.
She was a little girl. She was grown. Go look up her daughter's
season age. Ain't none, but she at best. This is only season 6.
Right, her daughter was grown. I think Robyn said she was 18 and your son was 23 or something. That girl should have understood what that meant at her age, even if she was 17 or 16. You know what that means. She wasn't a baby.
Did she feel anything when her daddy told a grown woman that she need to get married now because her quality of men is finna diminish?
That's what she should have felt bad about.
Yes, imagine somebody telling his daughter that. Girl, you better get a man while you young.
In high school, she should know. My daughter's in high school. She knows what that means. And I'm sure that their daughter went to a private school where they are probably above and my daughter went to a magnet school, above what we know probably as adults. She knew what that meant. If she didn't, then the education system messed her up.
And her mama should explain it to her.
Right. She knew what that meant. Karen has said worse about wishing death. She wished death on Michael then. Go back and look at that.
I sent that to Karen. Karen
right. She wished that.
That's not what that means.
She was in her second year in college. That girl was old. She was at least 18. I don't know why y'all believe that this girl does not. Okay. Karen lied. So you believe this about Karen, but you don't. But she thinks she lied about other stuff. Okay, if you believe Karen told the truth, Latoya, that's your love. That's your calling. That's your ministry.
Not the ministry, child.
That's her ministry. You gotta have it. She sure did. So Nick. Okay, so let me go back. Yeah, I think my thing has been voice recording me. So then Nicki said this when he said that to you, because she said it was misogynist. Did it hurt your feelings? And Gizelle said it did. And Nicki said people negate that you are being hurt because you're strong and outspoken. Do y'all believe that? That people think that it's okay to go at Gizelle because she has no reaction and they feel like she's strong, she's outspoken, it doesn't affect her, it doesn't hurt her.
Look, Gizelle starts a lot of stuff. When you start a lot of stuff, people gonna come for you. That's just
right,
the nature of it. And I think Gizelle kind of expects it. I know she's sick of the whole Jamal thing, but I find it entertaining because it says that you ain't got nothing else on me. Yeah. So you got to go outside of me to talk about me.
She said that doesn't affect her anymore. And that may be why. So you don't think it was misogynistic. It was misplaced, but not misogynistic. Okay. So do you think what they did to Wendy was then? What are we twisting, Latoya? Help me out. Karen is a fan favorite. Candice has become a villain, and she seems to enjoy it. I don't know if Candice likes it.
I don't think she likes it.
Candice doesn't like it.
I think if she enjoyed it, she wouldn't cry as much as she does. She cries out of anger and frustration. I don't think she enjoys that position.
I didn't say she didn't have a feeling to say how her daughter felt. I feel like she lied on her daughter. That's what I said.
Well, what's happening?
She said she has the right to say what her daughter felt, just like Gizelle. Y'all have double standards. I never said that she didn't have the right to say how her daughter felt. I felt like she's lying about it.
Okay? Let me catch up because I'm trying to see what Latoya's speaking on. So Latoya thinks that you're being double standard for Karen to say her kids were too old, but Gizelle didn't
know that her kids were hurt.
Oh well, yeah.
Right, Nicki, thanks.
And you're saying you don't think Karen's daughter was hurt?
I think she lying and saying her daughter was hurt.
Okay, I agree with that.
I'm not saying that her daughter wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
If she was, I'm sorry your daughter was hurt. But I think she's lying. I feel like her daughter should be smart enough to know what that meant. Now, if she didn't, maybe they don't teach that at the school. Oh, I don't know what Nicki thinks about child rape, child. Y'all don't get me on that. They view her on a high level and they want to tear her down. You talking about Gizelle? They always want to take the queen down, honey. They always do. They did that to my LVP.
Think about Nene. I know why you coming after me.
Yeah, because I'm the top dog.
I know why you coming after me.
I know it.
Did you say Lisa Vanderpump?
Lisa Vanderpump was the top dog.
Oh, please.
I am over Thanksgiving. I had started. I'm on season 2 of Beverly Hills, and I just watched the episode with the cat. Now I know where that meme comes from.
Oh yeah, you know what it means.
I never knew what the meme was. I literally
goes after
I'm on the next episode after Brandy's party.
Yeah, I'm behind. Let me move up. Candice doesn't like to be a villain. Why? Because Ray's old. They know he gonna die. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm moving on from that. She doesn't enjoy it, then why keep going? It's her husband says she is the king of the show. Did he say that about her?
Did he say that?
No, Gator.
Did he say that?
But Gator, I don't know that she.
I don't know what was said about you, Latoya.
She keeps defending herself when someone comes at her, but I don't see her starting anything herself and continuing that way. I don't know.
Oh, T said we know because T.
Well, let me say this. Her husband, the situation with her husband, he was 15. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I have a thing about
that doesn't matter.
Okay. He was 15. I'm just putting it out there. Her brother, in my opinion, I don't know if your brother commits a crime, even as heinous as that. Do you not send him $80 a month?
I would spend money on their books.
Do you spend? I don't know.
No.
He told Cal on. I don't know what that is. Oh, I want to say
I would imagine I would. I know how I am with my brother. My brother couldn't call me and
she's not talking about her husband. She's talking about her who?
Her brother.
Her brother.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
Yeah, her brother is in prison. And I don't know the situation with her brother. I don't know if it was
you did say
girl or was it a child under 12. I'm not sure what the situation. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know.
She paid for his defense. See, I don't even listen to R. Kelly music anymore, so I can't. Anyway, we're moving on from that. Let's see. Okay, so they went back and they showed Karen in the CVS shoes and the wig. Do y'all think that Karen looks older or younger now than she did 6 seasons ago?
She just wears better wigs.
She looks younger
now, definitely.
Injections.
She did say all the stuff she had. I think it looks great. I'm not knocking her surgery. I know. Let's see. So hold on, we still have some Nicki stuff. Let me go into it, y'all. They're a little behind us. That's what Nicki didn't just put money on, but she paid for his legal defense and appeal. I don't really know much about this.
I don't know anything about that case. People keep bringing it up. Because I don't know.
He's in jail for raping an 11-year-old little girl.
Yeah.
No, y'all. Was Karen raped in college? So if she was raped in college,
she said she was.
Yeah,
Do you think that she should have been like, I don't want Nicki, or she's just not blaming Nicki for her brother's injustice?
I mean, I keep saying that. What did Nicki do?
Because that's what people are doing. Is what I'm saying. Karen's in her middle 60s. That's what everybody's thinking.
She 58. That's what the internet say.
Are you still listening to R. Kelly? I ain't mad at you, Velma. Listen to the R.
I agree with that, Velma. We just don't know who they are, so I'm probably
that's true. But if I find out, I'm gonna stop listening
all day and don't know what the issue is.
That's true. I think yes, in Baldwin Town. What? This is crazy. Y'all could not. Okay, well, y'all listen to R. Kelly. I'm not gonna step in the name of love for a while. So we talked about.
But can you separate his art from his crime?
No, his art is a part of his crime.
I'm gonna say the reason that I can't
about some of that stuff.
If you listen to the songs and they're about sexual escapades, and you know he wrote it thinking about a 12 or 10-year-old girl, I can't. That's why I can't separate it. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I think that the lady should have not filmed with her. Would you film with the man who? Oh God, that's real deep. Well, hopefully that man is in jail. And like Nicki's brother's in jail.
Okay, she did not go there.
Yeah, Nicki's brother's in jail. Not Nicki, because she didn't do it. So I don't think that's a good, what do you call it? Comparison? Is that the word? Miss Joy?
I definitely don't think it's a good comparison. Because Nicki ain't raped nobody that we know of or those crimes.
I agree with that.
I just think it's different. But I mean, I don't know what the situation would be if it was my brother. And I know that it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
For me to say, oh, I would just cut my brother off. I would never talk to him again. I don't know. I know that right now, if my brother called me and he needed me, we gonna put it together to make sure. And even if it's a crime that I don't agree with, until I know all the details, I'm gonna support him. So I mean, money ain't a problem for Nicki. So yeah, I could see her handing a $20,000 check to a lawyer.
Okay, I have a question.
My brother, I can see that.
Do you all not have family members who have committed crimes that
I certainly
go visit or in jail that you? And I mean, I have family who it was like drug related. They poisoned like a community of our people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
that's really a good example.
And I still will send them some money. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Most crimes, you just think about.
I don't know. I mean, I know. Because I don't know. I mean, it's hard though. 11-year-old girl. It's kind of hard.
See, I think my brothers know, and I have 4 of them. I've had 4 older brothers. They know if they're in there for rape or something like that, not to even call me. They do.
So I don't know but what if they poison a community of people? They split families apart. There's other men in jail or dead because of them.
Well, yeah. Well, drugs does do that. And it's a really big deal. But most drug dealers aren't putting a gun to your head, making you take that drug.
But they putting the gun to each other's head and killing each other for territory, which could be somebody else's family.
I don't know how to sell it or whatever. They have territorial fights or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know I don't know. But what if they did drugs? Would you still go see them if they sold drugs? I mean, is it just rape that's like the line? Because everybody has a line. So drugs that killed the community, that have men dying, that have women losing their sons, that have people overdosing, and on crack and robbing people because they want to fix. So it messes with the entire community is okay. And it's not comparative to rape. I think
it doesn't compare to rape. It doesn't, but that doesn't mean it's okay either.
Right. I'm just saying it's not okay.
Drugs will tear up a community.
Yeah, drugs are problematic. Yeah, they are too.
Some people are addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
They will go out there and they'll do whatever they can get to that. And that's a mind thing. That's an issue in itself.
What do you think?
Right? I don't know. There's not
either.
One that's good or bad, over one or the other. They're both wrong. But if I have somebody in jail who got busted selling some marijuana, I'll give it to him. Especially now knowing that marijuana is
legal. And that the people who put them in jail for it now making money off of it.
Now if you're in jail for domestic violence, I just think It just depends on what's important to you, what you grew up around, what, you know.
I agree. I'm not doing it as a deflection. I was just asking, do you see it differently? I don't condone any kind of form of rape, child or an adult, women or men, because women do rape too. Teachers, some female teachers are raping these little boys now. So, I mean,
it was. I just saw an article of a substitute teacher that was 19 years old. It was like her third day.
No,
I was like, but that they're so desperate for subs that I can't remember what state it was in, but it was her. She was 19 years old. And I know in the state of Missouri, all you have to have is, I think, 20 hours of training that you do online and pay $150 fee.
So I didn't hear about that. That's crazy. So I want to ask this question because it was in one of the groups. People were saying that it was wrong for when Gizelle and all them were saying that Chris was riding Candice's coattails, and they felt like she shouldn't have felt that way because really and truly she was with Jamal, and then he became famous and she didn't work. That's what they were saying, because she didn't work. So he took care of her once he got his business established. But I feel like she answered that, and when she said that I didn't feel like I was equal to him until I got on this show. And Chris, as a man, if he's not doing his own, because he's a great chef, if he's not doing his passion and earning the money and what he loves, he could feel like he's not, or people can see him as not equal to Candice because of that. Now, I do think Chris worked, but do y'all think he's riding her coattails?
I think it's crazy that he compared himself to Ray. Like, I actually like Chris. But when he said that, I almost said inward please. Like, you can't compare, because Karen probably didn't work for the first 20 years that they met. He just started working.
They said that too.
Comparing yourself to Ray is insane.
I mean, how can he think that him and Ray are equal footing in that?
That's crazy to me.
I thought it was crazy too, but I wasn't gonna bring that up. Joy did, but it is crazy. So,
and I like Chris, and I
love Chris. I think he's a great husband.
I mean, I wouldn't even think it was a bad hustle to get a. You know, I'm about taking baby steps. Get your food truck. Don't nobody be mad at you.
Food trucks make money now too.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, won't nobody be mad at you.
I agree with that, Georgia.
Men who, and that's what they were saying. I don't think that they feel like Chris is a bum, because he's not. He's not, but he has a passion.
This ain't no dude trying to find himself.
Like, if you're good at it and you know,
all in unison.
We are today. That's not normal. We're gonna argue next week. I think it's unfair for people to assume that Chris isn't pulling his weight as a man. Folks don't know what that man. He does. He said even after this show, people are coming after him so bad. I guess some of the barbs, is that what they're called?
But people are coming after him because he's acting like a. Let me use my words correctly. Mitch, because he acting like a chick. Stop arguing with the fans. Like, you talking to you on TikTok. I'm on TikTok one day because I ain't got nothing else to do. And I'm scrolling. Here's Chris on live. I stop. I'm thinking he finna show me how to do a souffle or something. I don't know.
Right.
I'm ready to see what he got to say. And you start talking about the show. You don't want to hear about that. Like, I believe you good. If Gizelle, who love food, say your food is as good as
it's good,
I want to see you make something.
Because she likes to eat.
Because, I mean, you know how many recipes I get off TikTok?
Yeah.
Like, for real.
He needs to do that. So Gator said he's riding her coattail and his story keeps changing. Restaurant owner, he didn't own the restaurant. Chris is going. He's getting into it with bloggers right now.
Yes.
He got into it.
Him and Perry supposed to be boxing.
Y'all hear how they met?
Who? Oh, yeah.
At a restaurant, right?
Yeah, right, where she was allegedly a hostess.
Mm-hmm. And was he the manager at least? Because she said he
was the cook, I think.
But she said he always wore a vest, so I thought maybe he wore a suit with a vest. Because she said she has him as a vest in her phone. Because he wore a vest all the time.
I don't know.
I understand he's her biggest cheerleader. So, T, you think it's okay for him to be arguing with these fans about? Because people get mad at Candice for arguing with people on Twitter.
You're not going to win. The internet is always going to win. They are always.
That's what I heard. I heard she paid off his. I don't believe this. I'm not going to repeat what I heard.
Well, the only reason I don't, I think if she had it herself, she would have. I don't believe it because if she was really getting money from Mama, I don't think Mama would have went for that. I don't know.
Candice got her own set of money. When you come back for the second season, she got a nice salary. I tend to think that they're doing okay financially.
Okay. We're going to get into it because Georgia and Gator done brought it up.
He also.
So they're saying that when he talked about he had an apartment, he was living with 3 guys. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't paying the rent 100% himself. He was splitting it 3 ways. And they're saying that Candice helped pay his child support that he owed. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what people are saying.
Is that bad? I mean, I wouldn't do it, but is that bad?
I wouldn't do it. I mean, if you love
I don't think so. I think Gizelle genuinely likes Chris.
Gizelle likes Chris, and Chris likes her.
Genuinely
when they were on Watch What Happens Live,
he agreed with that comment.
Yeah. Which housewife would you sleep with if you could? And he said Gizelle. Like they like each other a lot.
Yeah, who said that?
Chris in front of Candice. She said you can tell the truth. She said he loves Gizelle,
but not Wendy. That looked like Mia.
Yeah, I don't think he should argue with women. They're kind of behind. Maybe she's helping him make those shots. And if that's what I said, I don't know if it's true, Tori. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying what they're saying, and I don't know if it's true. Well, that's okay. Kimmy was too on Love and Marriage.
Who was?
Kimmy. Was she catering?
Was she selling stuff out of her house
during quarantine?
Then was she cooking for somebody?
I don't know.
Marceau? I can't remember. Because remember, she's a nurse and a caterer. Y'all don't remember us talking about that?
I remember, but I was wondering, has she quit that job?
Yeah, she likes. Okay, let me keep on going because we got to still do one more show. So I want to talk about this, y'all. Karen said that she brought up the STD and all the Hampton stuff because of a blog.
Sure did.
Why are people not upset that Karen brought a blog to the show?
First episode.
The first episode. That's why I'm saying Karen gets away with stuff. Why are people not upset about her bringing the blog to the show?
Maybe they think because of her age, she has dementia or something.
I don't think that's right, y'all.
I don't think that's it.
What else would we go through?
It wasn't a response from Gizelle. We can't be any madder, I keep saying this, than the person that it was supposed to land on. Gizelle ain't that. If Gizelle pays it no attention, it doesn't have life past that episode. That episode of air, we'll talk about it Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday. Thursday, we done forgot all about it. Sunday, it's a whole new episode. Wendy's biggest mistake was she could have ruled this season, and she told Gizelle how she felt. And placed all of the onus on Gizelle's shoulder. Because she could have said, I thought you were my sister. I thought you were my friend. I loved you as a friend. I feel like you betrayed me. All of that would have been on Gizelle.
You know how I feel when they talked about Jamal. You should know my pain.
She should have owned the season.
Girl, I could be on reality TV because I play all them heifers. You hear me? I know so mad.
I've watched enough to know how to play a game.
Right.
But she now has made it so that Gizelle is the victim. And I said this online. And another prediction is that Wendy's going to play the mean girl next year. And I hate to say this out loud. I think Gizelle's going to be the jilted mulatto.
She said, give Karen some credit. She admit to lying when she normally don't. She did. She was like, I just made it up.
It sounds good.
Lying because she knew she about to get called out.
She did.
Did y'all hear what I just said? That she's going to be the jilted mulatto. And Wendy's going to be this dark
Don't
figure.
say that.
I'm telling you, she's gonna feed right into that stereotype.
Please don't, Wendy, because then people are
right
really gonna say it's colorism,
and it's going to look like everybody's gonna be, oh, she's jealous because Gizelle's beautiful and all that other silly. Oh. I'm telling you, she's gonna feed, because when Wendy, no way, Wendy shouldn't have resolved this situation. It should have been resolved at reunion. Now she's going to take all of this anger, all of these feelings into next season. She's going to be the villain. And Gizelle, because she's not going to respond. She's not confrontational.
Oh, Jesus.
She's going to cower in the corner.
Well, Robyn did say on something that she said she thought that after watching the show and by the reunion, Wendy would be ready to resolve it. But they left without any.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, not nobody cares about what you say. Hold on.
And I think Andy was trying to give Gizelle a line to apologize to Chris, but I think so much was said in between. I don't think Gizelle just couldn't pull that tail between her legs.
No, she
just couldn't do it.
What is 3 Shade Wendy? Are you talking about her makeup, her neck, and her hands? I'm just asking.
Her face.
And I love Wendy's skin tone. I love her skin. I don't understand. Wendy's keeping this alive.
Look how much he looks like his sister.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Nicki Minaj.
I don't think she looks like him.
Look at her eyes.
Oh, let's talk about that. I think I have a photo of that. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, right. That's how I know she's obsessed with, because Gizelle didn't even add her. So that means she was looking on Nicki's.
Okay, so this is what happened. Nicki did a thing. She said while we were on commercial, it was beyond corny. Nicki said this: for Wendy to look at my cards on the low, I'm that chick that leaves my money, jewelry, etc. out around people because I trust everyone is like me and I won't violate. I hate when people do sneaky things. And Gizelle said, which I don't have, I wish I did, something like, yes, Nick, she would have never done that to Andy. And then Wendy said something about, you need to be quiet with you bothered by me with your turkey neck or something like that, right?
You are so bothered. You don't never tweet.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden and then I said the same thing. And Gizelle tweets every Sunday while the show airs. But normally it's just like, watch the show. Yeah. See, come on, tune in. It's something like. She does very rarely tweet, and she tweeted one time Sunday.
They are going in on her so much. I said she ain't pulling up in the Sri Lanka no more. Okay,
they went in on.
They went in. She turned off her comments. I didn't even know you could do that on Twitter. She turned it off. Well, I pray she don't leave her kids around her brother. See, people think that's funny. But if Gizelle would have said, with your Jermaine Jackson, Wesley Snipes looking self, people would be like,
you colorist,
colorism,
whatever.
So her to say something about that. I don't like this. That's a double standard.
It is.
That's a double standard.
You can talk about her look, but you can't. If you talk about her, somehow you're a misogynist or you're a colorist.
Yeah. Gizelle said this. So do y'all think that as a professor, this is why I thought it was bad. What is as a professor, not to Wong Fu. I'm not putting it up, but I said it, so I got to.
Wesley Snipes?
When I say they went in so bad on Wendy, I felt bad for her because I think she really is trying to get this people who don't like Gizelle to come to her side, but she's so crazy about it that they're like, I don't even like Gizelle, but you ...
That's what all the comments started with. I don't even like her, but so too much. Like she went, and that's why I said, Wendy in her mind, because if you listen to her, she's sharp like that.
Did y'all see her post a picture with Gizelle neck? I didn't see her do that.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Now, if she would have posted a picture of her with the Jermaine sideburns and flat booty, y'all would be mad. That's why I say it's double step. People are happy when people talk about Gizelle.
Yes, I see it.
And it's fine. You don't like her. Yeah, I think that was just, if you are a woman who say, y'all talked about my body and you talked about this, and to do that.
And her breasts look like muscles. That's what somebody said. Girl, I was peed on myself.
All right,
I didn't say that. That was on Twitter.
I want to know, do y'all think... Oh, she said it's in the picture I posted.
What is?
Her neck or something. I didn't
see her post the picture. And I think
it's that dang on picture. Okay, well, I'm looking for this picture. What do y'all think about her looking at the cards? Why do y'all think she did that?
Because she's unethical.
She wanted one up. She wanted to be able to.
She wants to be one up. She's unethical.
She wants to control. Where's Gizelle neck? I don't see it. Okay, I don't know.
Did not notice it. Nicki's sitting right there and didn't notice it.
I think there must have been an opportunity for her to get more, because if you go back and listen, she said that she said, I read them all.
She read them all.
She said, I read them all.
And then she said, did you tell people? And she said, no, I didn't.
No. She said, I read Ash. Then she said, I read Ashley's.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said they saw her hide a card. I didn't see that.
As a professor, I feel like it's a bad look. As a professor, for you to go look at something you're not supposed to.
It's not a test.
And if you had a test and you set that down, you do not want people to look, right?
Right.
Or am I reading this wrong? What do y'all feel about that?
Or pass a picture around.
Did you see the last post I made on Instagram? And everything that Wendy has done. I mean, Wendy did the same thing when she stole that donation list. She sees something sitting there.
Kelly,
all the information out there. She ain't supposed to.
Is that what Karen is accusing her of?
Yes.
Oh, that's what a Karen is accusing her of. Stealing a donors list?
Yeah. She stole a donors list to get all those.
Oh, Gator done said it. Get what?
And that's what I posted on. I mean, so that's just all together. She is just.
She's not ethical. That's what
color show.
Oh God, okay,
that's what Karen said.
Karen said she's unethical, but I'm gonna put it up. Kimber said Wendy is too insecure. I don't think she's unattractive. And she looks like Wesley Snipes.
I don't think she looks like Wesley Snipes, but she's definitely. Y'all noticed that Nicki kind of mentioned that she was insecure.
Let me tell you what Nicki said about Wendy.
And she didn't say nothing.
Your insecurity show all season.
Mm-hmm.
She said you got your booty done because your husband follows booty models, and then they showed it, y'all.
And then they validated Gizelle's entire season.
She said they had the right to say this about you because of the way it looked on the season. Yeah, she said that we can tell that you're controlling.
And this is what she did.
And she goofy laughed. Somebody put what do y'all think about that?
It was just so uncomfortable. I mean, that was totally because she was uncomfortable.
Child. I didn't believe Karen, though. I really felt like Karen just did not like Wendy. And I didn't believe that she said that she really stole that list, y'all. Yeah, she's unethical and wanted to prepare. She wanted to rehearse.
Yeah, just like she does her
wanted to rehearse. And I'm gonna say this because I want to say this. She said, if I can go up against commentators on MSNB or whatever,
and in the White House and the White House press secretary,
she rehearses that stuff too. If y'all remember when they was at that house, she was rehearsing what she was gonna say to them.
And Latoria, what you accuse me of saying stuff with definitively as if it's true, that's what Wendy does.
Yeah.
Because she says it like it's fact. I at least say it's my opinion. I think, I feel, I'm telling you it's my opinion.
I watched both of those interviews where Wendy said she went at the White House press secretary. No, you didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. I think just fell asleep. No, she didn't.
Stop it. And it's not an I hate Wendy thing. We just on her now because we went there on everybody, but you know they gonna say we didn't. Yeah, Nicki called it.
I used to be Team Wendy, but I do follow her interviews. And when she said that whole White House press, I went and looked it up. No, she didn't. That girl could have ripped her to shreds, but that girl stayed nice. Neither one of them attacked each other the way they could, the way you thought they might have
conversations. In the conversations I've seen, she doesn't really have conversations. Somebody asks her question and she just talking and she don't stop. She just keeps on and she's going on and on and on. You can't get no words in between and can't nobody say nothing. She just keep on talking and until she's finished.
And then she doesn't listen. Like, say me and you're having a conversation. I give you my part, and then she just disregards what I say. She just disregards and then continues her thing. That's not listening.
Well, that's what she did with Robyn.
That laugh was weird. That laugh was goofy. Do the laugh again, Jordan. She's like,
she was just so goofy. I was like, you ain't gonna say nothing. I was talking to the TV like, you gonna let her validate Gizelle's entire comments.
She did. I don't think she got her insecure for having the surgery. No,
she did.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
She said because of Eddie following the booty models. Is that why you got your booty done? Right?
That's the same. That's literally the same thing that Gizelle was arguing. Like, her personality was so different. And it does, look, this is the reality. You on TV. Not only is she elevated, her husband is elevated. He got a whole new caliber of women probably coming after him.
He does.
That's a real issue. I mean, all of them talk about the naked women that send them pictures and stuff. Married to medicine husbands were very candid about that.
All right, come on, Latoya. We're gonna do Huntsville in a minute. Hold on. All right, so what else she did say? Did you hear that she said Van Jones? She said she wants a woman with integrity. Was that what she said?
Yeah, she said integrity.
But does she have integrity? Is that what you're saying? Looking at these cards.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't.
She's having
really plays herself though.
I don't know how she's gonna recover from this.
Let me see what else I got. Do y'all have something else? Let me see what else I got so we can do Huntsville. All right, let me look. Let's make sure our Huntsville was gonna be okay. All right. Marry older man question. Bartending. I think that's all I had. Do y'all have anything else? All about the stripper entertainment empowerment. Mia was crazy with that. Let's talk about this real quick, and then Latoya, you get to where you're going so we can do Huntsville. That heifer is not dignified. I hope Mia comes back. So there's a rumor that she's not coming back, right, Joy? Do y'all think?
I really hate that too, because I really like Mia. Mia's, to me, the perfect combination for Potomac. She's a little delusional. She's pretty. She's funny. She got a quirky husband. I enjoyed her. And I loved that for the most part, she didn't take anything seriously.
She did.
I still can't get over Pim.
Why you?
Yo, the whole thing. Like, I liked her.
I liked Mia too. But do you feel like Mia was coming at Candice though at the reunion, especially about the singing part? Because I feel like I was Mia in that situation because I was like,
but at the end, she said, "Oh, I would buy.
I would download it."
When she sung that song. Now I thought that was kind of unfair. That's what I think. Chris
I do have more notes. I'm sorry, y'all. I have
unfair.
Of how she kind of on Candice, because I think although Candice went from I got 500,000 sales.
Oh, I got that. Can I show it? I don't really want to talk
versus streams. She probably does have 500,000 streams, but sales is not so. Oh, that was funny. But I don't think that was cool to do that to a new artist.
Right, because she's new. And I don't think Nicki, I don't know her old music, but did she do good in her first album or no?
Yes. Superior.
Nicki did?
Her first album?
Superior.
Her first album.
The pink one with the full force, no.
So that's what I'm saying.
She had some albums with the full force guy. The pink, whatever it was.
The pink album was good, but I thought there was one before that.
I don't know. I know she had an album with, you remember the group Full Force?
Yeah, I love the Full Force, yeah.
His son, one of them, I can't remember which one it was, the one who writes. Well, both of them right.
Both of them right. But I know you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, one of them have a son that Nicki Minaj used to be at a group with.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I actually had followed her for a while because she was on, you remember when the Hip Hop Awards had first started. When the Hip Hop Awards had first started, they used to have this segment. I can't remember the name of the segment, where they have all of these new rappers, up and coming rappers. It's always in black and white. The Cypher, I think is what where they would come and they would rap. I remember pausing. I listened to that whole segment, went back to her, paused when they said her name, and I remember writing her name down. I can remember that very well. And Googling her, trying to figure out who she was because she was good. I'm obsessed with female rappers.
I like female. Look, Kim, I know every word y'all want me to do, but they might take us off the air. We can't do it, but I can rap. No, Joe, I don't think so.
I don't know about Queen. What was on Queen?
Queen is good.
They might take you off the air for rapping.
I don't know if we can do say the words with that.
Monique, if you rapping, they're not gonna kick you off. Go spit some bars. Go.
No, I'm talking about if I rap Lil Kim. I think they would. But you notice when I did the Candice video, YouTube Drive Back is on our thing. YouTube put her song stuff on our thing. Did you notice that? If you go back and look at it, they put her song, what it was, what her album was, and all of that. Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, they did that. That's why I used her again because I was like, oh, YouTube said we can. So you think Mia is too young? I think Mia's 45.
Wow, full force with the Jerry curls, right?
I loved full force.
Juicy, drippy, S curl gel.
Do you want me to get off?
I don't think so. I think
Mia
is just too young. Mia 36.
Yeah, I said 45. You say 36?
That's what she just turned 37 because her birthday was like last week or something.
So
she, I mean, just because what's 53. Her name? Ashley is like 33.
Yeah.
About to be 34. Candice will be 35 next month.
Mia's older
Mia's just turned 37. Mia and Wendy are both 37. Then Robyn is 42.
Yeah.
And Gizelle's 51 or 2. And Karen is 58.
65. Do y'all think that Chris should have been mad at what happened?
Yes. I mean,
I want you to keep doing that goofy laugh, Joy. What have you done?
It was on point.
It was goofy. Like she wasn't even still. She was bent all back and laughing. Yeah, it was weird.
And she said 62. Latoya has been saying Karen was 65. And so I think they did make a valid point. Like, Karen, we thought that you were older, like a lot older. So that's why we did that, even though it was what you called it, elder abuse. I had another thing. Okay, so, but do y'all think Candice sound good or bad, or what do y'all think?
Candice sound okay. She was nervous. I would have popped Wendy, not Wendy, but Mia. Kept saying your song and sing.
I was doing the same thing though. I said every time they asked Jennifer Hudson to sing, she sang. Every time they asked Destiny's Child to sing, they sing.
Do y'all believe that she was crying backstage and they had to stop and she had to get herself together and come back out and all that?
But I think, I don't believe that.
That's what Cheryl's World said.
That's why I said I don't believe that. They said Gizelle cried too. They said that she made Gizelle cry and Candice cry. Why do they lie about that kind of stuff? Who had no chin? Who was playing the game? I'm getting you, Callie. I think we're done. Let's talk about Candice's album.
Fire.
They said that Nicki asked, "How do you think it is?" Karen said a 9, and then she changed it to a 5. I think it's good. What would you give it, Callie? Because you listened to the whole thing on 1 to 10.
It's more than good. And I'm not just saying. I mean, I am a music lover. Her album is more than good. Her album is 1 to 10. I give her a 9.5. Okay. I give her a 9.5. She has some really good music. She really does. Go ahead on, girl.
I mean, I haven't listened to it all, but from what I've heard, I think she's like a 7. I do think it's good. I mean, I think it's like that Chrisette Michelle, Toni Braxton type vibe. I really
Did
think
y'all see her new video?
Oh my God, they showed a clip of it.
Now the video,
I feel like Bravo really does promote her. They showed it.
It's Beyonce's video. The album with Partition on there.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna send y'all the video. It's almost as if Candice sat down, watched the video, and said, "I want the exact same thing."
Is she just gonna be naked? At least Beyonce wear a bodysuit.
But Candice got a body though. Y'all better leave Candice alone.
She really don't. She got I mean, look, it's nothing wrong with being thin. She's naturally thin. She's a tiny, petite little thing.
But she's got boobs and she's got a booty. Like she's got a curvy little.
She's so
thin. Remember her wigs used to look too big for season,
but they were too big.
So thin.
Yeah.
But she's a good. I don't know how far she'll be able to go with some of the hate she gets, but her talent, she has it.
Mm-hmm. I think she's great. So y'all, I think we're gonna get off. Anything else on the reunion? I can't wait for the next season. We're predicting some Ashley and Candice are going to be friends. Joy thinks Ashley's going to move over to the other side.
Or they're going to try.
They're going to try to get her to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ashley knows where she needs to stay. Did you hear everybody's coming back besides Mia or?
That I haven't heard anything about any contract.
Okay. Well, that live Candice did made me think that she may not come back. Y'all have to watch her live.
Who?
Candice. She did a live.
If Candice really wanted to pursue this for real, it wouldn't be a bad idea for her to step away. Maybe she comes back. I mean, it's not like I don't believe she's burned the bridge. Unless you go by if Andy's mad about the comments in the book, but I can't really see him being mad at that.
That's wrote the book. I think he's okay with it. Yeah. Well, we're about to do Huntsville, so y'all stay on because we're going to do Huntsville. I really don't have a lot of notes for them. I don't know if y'all do, so it shouldn't be long. So I'm gonna get off of here.
Are we doing Portia's show?
Well, I was thinking we would do that next week with Huntsville since we won't have Potomac anymore.
Okay.
So we'll just do 2 weeks of that. But if y'all want to do it, we can. I got notes. All right, so I'm gonna end this one. Y'all stay with us.
Maybe somebody said, y'all remember this quote, Mia? What makes you think I don't have $100 million in the bank?
Oh
Mia,
yes,
I know you don't.
I do think Mia's husband has a lot of money.
Yeah, that's
what
a good
do y'all
question,
think about
Georgia.
what I said about the reason Karen hung out with Wendy this season, knowing she took the donors list and criticized her marriage? What did you say? I must have missed it, Georgia. Say it real quick.
What do y'all think? What was said about? Say it again.
What do y'all think about what I said? So she must have said something and I missed it about the season. The reason Karen hung out with Wendy this season, knowing she took the donors list and criticized her marriage. She needed.
I don't know why she did that. Probably because she wanted to pretend like she was like the mama bear.
Wendy went to her
here. Yeah,
finally for
humble. And Gizelle said in an interview, and I totally believe it. She was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, and she kept saying, and she kept thinking about it. Can I really say this? I don't know if I could say this. Okay, I'm just gonna say this, and this is Gizelle talking, not me. And Gizelle said, Wendy requested to film with Karen. And she said at the beginning of a season, there are a couple of requests that you can ask for. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that Wendy requested was to film with Karen.
She did.
She said that things were very calculated. The question was, do you think that this beef is on purpose? She did say no.
Oh, she did? I don't remember her saying no.
Yeah, she did say no. But I think she kind of alluded to it's continuing on. It is.
Yes. I feel like Karen and Wendy went to dinner that time. They didn't show their lunch. And they said, I want you to take the people who likes Monique. You hang with me. You'll get those fans. And you do this. And it didn't work. I really feel like she thought she was going to get Monique's fans if she went against Gizelle. Was it because her disdain for Gizelle or the colors?
Monique worked hard on her fans, though. Like, Monique was calculated from the beginning. If y'all go to Monique's very first season, I was bored of doing quarantine and watched it. One of Robyn's argument was her is that you messing around on social media. Your brother.
Her brother.
Right. Her brother was over her page. Monique looked at this as a machine. She was calculated from the beginning. And she had people working on, like most people work opposite, like something they get on the show and now they realize they need help. Monique was on it from day one. And that was what her and, because it's crazy, when I was watching it, I was like, dang, Robyn picked this up 3 seasons ago. She's like,
her brother ran her page and the reason they figured it out was because her brother knew stuff that only someone on the show would know.
And how close she was to bloggers. She kept those bloggers in her pocket, whether or not that was literally or figuratively. She had close relationships, and there were people who said, I'm not one of them, I'm just repeating what they said, that she was literally paying them to put out good stories for her. That she would leak information in her favor and have those bloggers write stories. So that's why these bloggers now, because if you notice, there was a couple of leaks, but for the whole season was filmed and we didn't hear nothing. We start hearing leaks when producers leak.
But this time we really didn't know much.
Yeah.
We did not. And I ain't like that. I like not knowing everything. Only thing we knew was Wendy's trip was the worst trip, and Karen alluded to Gizelle having an STD.
Yeah. And I think they leaked that. It's just like the leak that we're hearing on Atlanta is about Sheree.
I know it.
That's the only leak that we've heard so far.
I pray he's not
but
doing this.
Just to kind of put things in perspective, they actually started filming Atlanta months ago, but stopped because it wasn't working.
It wasn't,
and what they had wasn't working, so they had to add some other people, mix things up, and they just going with it. I
hope it works.
We're about to see the end, unfortunately, of Atlanta, because I don't think Sheree is the OG.
She's not the girl they need. They need to just bring Nene back.
They do. Sometimes you got to pull your tail between your legs. And I mean, I would like to see all of them come back, but you got to have a Nene figure.
Even Kim?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You don't mean,
but I could see Sheree. I could see
Portia, Sheree,
Portia ain't come back.
Phaedra, I don't know. This show ain't that good. It maybe it'll be better next week.
This is the first episode. I wasn't expecting the first episode
to be. But y'all, we got to get on Huntsville, y'all. 7:40.
So yeah.
Y'all ready to peace out?
I liked it though.
You did.
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't.
There was just a repeat of what we had seen in previous.
Yeah, because
we know too much. At this point, we know too much. I don't know how you all feel about that whole thing.
Portia will come back with things don't work out with Sam. Well, T, are you gonna stay on with us for Huntsville? Because we about to go, and I think you watch that.
I think she gonna stick it out with Simon. I think this one might make it to the altar.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, they'll make it to the altar and down the aisle, and they'll be together for a minute.
Yeah, I think this one gonna make it to the altar.
Yeah, we gotta go because this. Yeah, okay, Carla, you gonna be with us? Okay, we're gonna be right back. I'm not gonna put an intro or nothing. All right, let me end this one.